All right, 2 lessons in 1, you guys. 4, 6, and 4, 7. We're estimating square roots, and we were dealing with real numbers. So what can you do? What can you now do, Chris?
I can find estimated square roots.
And
find real numbers.
you can estimate square roots and find real numbers. So one big thing we talked about is this little squiggly line here. It means approximately. It's a squiggly equal sign. It's not a straight equal sign like you're used to. And so when we're calculating the square root of 50, we said it's approximately between somewhere between 7 and 8. You have a negative square root of 90. We talked about those. We had a word problem here when it comes to calculating square roots. Nothing that we need to spend a whole lot of time on. Real numbers, you have to know this chart here when talking about real numbers. I don't know if this is the right word, but we called it a pictogram. So in real numbers, we said that there's 2 different types of real numbers. There are rational numbers and irrational numbers. The definition for both are up above here in your vocab. And then rational numbers includes things like integers and whole numbers. And you took a couple of extra notes on how to read that chart, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, this chart right here, I think would be a great thing for our cheat poll. Would you agree?
Yes.
So this will go up on the cheat poll here soon. Okay, but you do have to understand how this chart works, starting in the middle with whole numbers. Whole numbers are integers. Integers are rational numbers. Rational numbers are real numbers. And then obviously this line separates the difference between rationals and irrationals, and you have the definitions above. Classifying real numbers, we talked about how to do that. Anything divided by 0 is not a number, it's not a real number. It's not a number, period. Therefore, we say it is just nothing or not a number. Density property, talked about the difference between when density property works and doesn't. Is there a density property for whole numbers, you guys?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No density property for whole numbers. So there's got to be a number between 2 other numbers. And then where would you ever use estimating of square roots? Calculating measurements almost always involve some sort of estimating or calculating. And then real numbers, you just need to understand the difference between rationals, irrationals, wholes, integers to understand numbers and how numbers work. And a lot of examples, Haley talked about gas prices, Brianna talked about oil prices, Cole talked about rounding, Jacob talked about compound interest, right, Jacob? Dominic talked about, I don't remember what you even brought up, Dominic. He apparently doesn't remember what he brought up either. Any questions on 4, 6, and 4, 7?
Sorry, we found